வணக்கம் நண்பர்களே, மீண்டும் ஒரு வீடியோவில் சந்திப்பதில் மகிழ்ச்சி. ஸோ லாஸ்ட் கிளாஸில் கண்டினியூஷன் தான் இன்றைக்கி பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஸோ லாஸ்ட் கிளாஸில் தென் யூனிட் 8 நியூக்ளியர் அண்ட் பார்ட்டிகல் ஃபிசிக்ஸில் தென் அப் டு கொஷின் நம்பர் 2 வரலையும் போட்டு கொஷின் நம்பர் 3 வந்து ஹோம்ஒர்க் கொடுத்துருந்தோம். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் தி ஆன்சர் for this one? If the mass number is 64, already we have to given the formula for getting the correct answer. So most of the correct answer will be in comment section. There should be a 4.8. Suppose 4.8 kudukla abdina, which is closest to 5.0, which is also right here. That should be a 4.8. நீங்க போட்டீங்கன்னா correct answer வரும். So நிறைய பேர் கமெண்ட் பண்ணிருந்தீங்க. Good. Suppose 4 point கொடுக்காம it should be nearly equal to 5 கொடுத்திருந்தாலும் okay தான். Okay. So next we move on to the next question. So the nuclear density is approximately equal to, the correct option will be 4. Okay. Then which is equal to, then what is the nuclear density constant value? That should be 2.3 into 10 power minus 17 then kilogram per meter cube, which can be approximately write it as then 10 power 15 gram per centimeter cube, but this one is equal to this one. அப்போ இங்க பவர் மட்டும் தான் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So we have to choose this one. So 10 power 17 இல்லாம அப்படியே நம்ம we have to not choose the wrong answer. So the correct option will be B. Okay. So this constant should be equal to, then we have to convert this kilogram per meter cube is equal to then gram per centimeter cube. Okay. So question number 5, then which method is used to determine nuclear size more accurately? Which one is correct? Then which method for nuclear size? Upon nuclear size for electron scattering. Electron scattering தான் என்ன பண்ணும், nuclear size measure பண்ணும், nuclear size measurement. அப்போ the option C, then electron scattering. For which method for nuclear size measurement? Then electron scattering. The nearly constant nuclear density implies, so constant density அப்ப constant density என்ன ஆகும், that should be uniformly distributed inside the nucleus. அப்ப here which option is correct? They should be uniform, evenly spaced inside the nucleus. So option B is correct. Okay. So next is the nuclear shape. The most stable nuclei have what shape? So easily that should be a most of the nucleus only the spherical shape. The answer will be a perfectly sphere. Okay. So the most stable nuclei are nearly spherical. Okay. So next, then deviation from spherical nuclear shapes are mainly due to, among this one, which one is correct? Here there should be a deviation from spherical nuclear shapes are mainly due to, from this option there should be a nuclear cell structure, because especially for shell effect cell effects leads to then deformation away from spherical symmetry. Okay. So this is the reason why the deviation from spherical nuclear shapes are mainly due to nucleus cells because then deformation away from the spherical symmetry. Which nuclei are more likely to be deformed? The correct option will be C, the nuclear far from magic number. So the nuclei far from magic number tends to only the deformed. Okay, that is most important questions. Okay, then which nuclei are more likely to be deformed? Then the option C, the nuclear far from magic number only deformed. Okay, so the quadratic moment of a quadratic pole moment of a nucleus is 0. எதில் 0 இருக்கும்? In that option there should be a answer will be a C. So the spherical nucleus only have 0 quadrupole moment. Important. From the previous, those questions are asked, okay, in various competitive examination. Okay, the quadrupole moment of nucleus is 0 in spherical. Then question number 11, the nuclear deformation parameter beta, that is important. Then beta parameter measured, which one is? It should be a continuation from the previous one. There should be an answer will be a deviation from spherical shape. Option B is correct. So then beta parameter measured deviation from spherical shape. Okay, the nuclear deformation parameter beta is used to describe the deviation from the spherical. But deviation or deformation, முன்னாடி question ஓட continuation தான் question number 11. Okay, so question number 12, the observed quadrupole moment of dendron, that is important here. Dendron indicate its shape is easy one. Which one is, that should be which one is correct from this 4 option? That should be a slightly prolate. Okay, so the dendron quadrupole moment, it should be a slightly prolate. Okay, நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், spherical sometimes choose பண்ணுவோம், which one is wrong. Okay, the correct answer will be a slightly prolate. So next is charge distribution. The charge distribution in nuclei is generally, the charge distribution from previous question continuation, there should be uniform. These are all the key point of option C. Okay, the nearly uniform interior, then gradually off at surface. Okay, அப்போ then charge density எங்க யூனிஃபார்ம் இருக்கும், இன்சைடில் தான் இருக்கும், at the end of at the surface. Okay, these are the most important. And question number 14, then electron scattering experiment shows that the nuclear charge density, இதுவுமே previous year ஓட previous question ஓட continuity தான். So then electron scattering experiment only nuclear charge density. அப்போ which one is correct answer? That should be then electron scattering experiment increasing it wrong. That should be answer will be then electron scattering confirm only the bulk density. Appo that should be smooth. Appo the answer will be B. Okay, option B will be correct. So the electron scattering confirm only the constant bulk density and smooth off. So இதுவுமே from the previous year question ஓட continuity தான். So the constant in bulk then smoothly falls decreases. Okay, then question number 15, the off range radius C is defined as question number 15, the correct answer will be off charge radius. Off charge radius now, there should be a radius where the charge density drops to 50% of center value. So then off charge radius, which is equal to then radius where the density 50% of its central value. So then question 16, then which function best for nuclear charge density? Option A will be a Fermi distribution. These are all the direct questions. So then Fermi, there should be 2 parameter distribution, fixed experimental data well. Okay. Then question number 17, in the Fermi distribution, the parameter T represent which one is, then T represented is a surface thickness. The value may be like that 0.5. Okay, sometimes kekkalam value me kekkalam. So then surface thickness. Then question number 18, the nuclear charge distribution is measured primarily. The option will be electron scattering. Charge distribution, these are all the keyword. Idella vandale electron scattering da. Okay. Okay. Then nuclear spin, the spin of the nucleus arise from both eccentric spin and orbital motion. These are the direct question. So the spin of even nuclei is, the spin of even nuclei is, then even nuclei have 0. So the option will be a B. The ground state of nitrogen 14, then order nucleons, which is equal to, the spin will be 1. 21. So question number 22, the nuclei with even number of proton and odd number of neutron. Kandipa adilende or question varum. Okay. Appo the option will be a half integer spin. These are the direct question. These are the basics. Okay. The nuclear magnetic moment is related to which one is among? The option B is right. So இதெல்லாம் எப்படி வந்துச்சு நான் ரெகுலர் கிளாஸ்லயே போட்டுருப்பேன். So then question number 24, then which quantum numbers for nuclear spin state? Here there should be I and Mi. S, Ms, L, Ml. So the option spin, option B is correct. Okay. So then spin and Mi for projection. So next the nuclear parity. The eccentric parity of proton, which one is? The option A, proton alle +1 da. Okay. The parity of nuclear state with orbital angular momentum L, the correct option will be A. These are the formulas. Then even nuclei in ground state, which one is? There should be a positive parity. Even nuclei in ground state la, then ground state of even nuclei is always positive parity. So the parity of dendron for ground state mode padappa, it should be positive. Kandipo idu mari spin and parity la definitely 1 or 2 questions definitely varum. Okay. Appo the dendron or ground state of parity is positive. Option A is correct. So then parity is conserved quantity in where both strong and electromagnetic interaction la parity is conserved. So then violation of parity conservation was first observed in beta decay. So the parity violation first observed in beta decay. That should be a W experiment. Okay. So these are all the important questions from the nuclear physics and the nuclear properties. That should be a nuclear size, shape, charge density, spin and parity. Okay, so I hope this video is useful those who are preparing the competitive exam. Okay, don't forget like this video and subscribe. Okay, then we meet in the next video. Thank you.